Hello, Smart Mom here. I wasn't planning on doing this video today. It's just going to be a quick one I wanted to throw out there. My question today is to be a respite provider or not to be a respite provider. That is the question. So here's my thing. I'm out today with Dustin, and I try to find as much free time as I can with him, but sometimes it's kind of difficult to do. But today I decided I was going to take a break, and I was going to go bowling with Dustin. We only bowled one game, and we went out to lunch. But we need that one-on-one time. These guys do. The question is, when we went to the bowling alley today, which we tend to go there frequently, there was another adult with autism there who was clearly autistic, had the headphones on. I do know him. I've seen him there many, many times. I'm not going to say his name. I'm just going to call him Mr. G. The G for great. Mr. G was bowling today and was accompanied by a respite provider. Definitely not a family member. I know this is a respite provider. Normally I've seen this person out with him, but it's always been him and Mr. G. Today he brought an apparent date. That right off the bat kind of irked me a little bit. But my anger went to sadness and heartbreak. Mr. G, I noticed very vividly, glancing back at the two of them, the respite provider and his date. I tried to hold my tongue. Believe me, I did. I really, really did. It's not my place. However, being a mom of a 23-year-old son with autism who has the mentality of a 3 to 5-year-old, they have feelings. I know they don't express it. They have a hard time expressing it. But they have feelings. And I could clearly see Mr. G looking back a number of times at the person that brought him and his date, who were paying no absolute mind to the successful spares and even strikes that he was making while bowling. Anyway, I waited for Mr. G to excuse himself after he was done bowling to the bathroom. I didn't want to say anything in front of him because sometimes they feed off of that stuff, and I don't want to upset him, considering he was probably already upset. Maybe it wasn't as noticeable outward, but I'm sure his feelings were hurt. So I waited for Mr. G to go into the bathroom, and while Dustin was bowling, and after I rooted my son on, and mind you, even when Dustin doesn't do a strike or even gets down a couple of pins, I'm rooting him on, and I bowl with him. I don't sit on the sidelines. I bowl with my son. Numbers of times I have seen respite providers come into this place and not bowl with these special adults with autism. Why? They love to have that kind of interaction. It makes them feel good. You're their buddies, their friends. And how much of a betrayal is it when you bring a date and you don't acknowledge him? You don't even praise him, and they deserve that. Just because they're adults doesn't mean that they have no feelings and that they don't deserve to be praised as if they were younger ones. They're still young up here, and they're young here. So anyway, I couldn't hold my tongue anymore. I basically told the two of them while he was in the restroom, Mr. G, that, do you guys even root him on? Do you ever acknowledge him? You know, his response was, oh, he just likes to bowl. He just bowls. What's your point? You can root him on. You can bowl with him. I try to not be snappy and snippy, but I did try to be straightforward and still be kind of compassionate at the same time. I did tell them I didn't feel it was my place. However, being a mom, walking in the shoes of a autistic person's life, they need to be aware. If you are going to be a respite provider, if you are going to take these guys and girls, whether they're young or old, on outings, interact with them. Take them by the hand. Do these things with them. Do not sit on the sidelines. If you are going to sit on the sidelines, go home. Do not come out with them. They deserve better than that. You are not their babysitter. You are supposed to be their friend, their confidant, their companion. And when you're sitting on the sidelines and you're not interacting, and most definitely not rooting them on, don't get into that field. Stay home, go home. So that's where my take is on that today. If you truly want to be a respite provider, if you want to get involved with handicapped individuals, especially with autistic individuals, whether they're old or young, make sure you're involved with them. Root them on. Show them love. Show them compassion. Show them that you're friends. They deserve that, and that's all they deserve, and nothing more. So that was my take today. I just wanted to kind of vent a little bit because it really bothered me today. I did let them know that I was not happy, impressed with the way they treated him today, that he did deserve better, and I did name him by his name, so they knew that I knew who he was. But for privacy's sake and just to give Mr. G his privacy, that's why I'm going to use his name as that, Mr. Great. So today, Mr. Great, I saw you get a strike. I gave you a thumbs up. And honey, you deserve so much better than that. And I'm really rooting on that somebody's going to see this video, acknowledge who you are and who I'm referring to, and give you what you deserve. And that's the love that you deserve. And if you're the person I spoke with today with the date that I saw, that I acknowledged, step up. You can do better. Mr. G deserves the best. And I know you got it in you. You just got to show it. So, and then, meantime, I guess that's what my take is on to be a respite provider or not. This is Smart Mom. Hug you soon. Bye-bye.